When my life started getting better and I started turning it around, that house, my husband and I, we got clean from drugs, we started to make some money, things started changing, and we bought the house that we had been living in, right? And this is a house that where we did drugs and sold drugs and had bad things happen, and it was pretty beat up. And we bought it from the landlord partly out of guilt. But a lot of it was just because we wanted it, because it was our home and we wanted to make it right the way we had made ourselves right, the way we had healed ourselves and changed our lives. We wanted to do that with the house. So we bought that house and we started fixing it up. And I was out in the yard, and our yard, the house sits on a hill, and there's redwood grove at the top of the hill. And these are amazingly majestic trees. They haven't put in a zip line yet, but it's pretty enough that they can do it. Right? And there's all this beautiful stuff. And I was out in the yard picking up stuff, and a lot of it, wreckage from my past, and some of it drug paraphernalia, rusty nails. Anyway, I was cleaning up the yard and doing the right thing. And this guy pulls up on a mountain bike, right? Hippie dude. And he jumps off and he comes down and he said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was carrying a book under his arm. And he said, "Did you know that you have an albino redwood tree in your yard?" And I said, "No, I didn't." And then he pointed to this tree, and I'll tell you, the tree that he was talking about, we had known that tree was there all those years, and it was not the same as the other redwoods. It had whitish needles, they weren't green, and it looked kind of wild, and it looked kind of sick, like it wasn't right, and it was smaller than the other trees. And even though he's fixing that light, I'm going to keep talking. So, and it was smaller than the other trees, so it didn't look right. Well, our friends had over the years, our friends and neighbors had said, "Cut that thing down. It's hideous. Cut that thing down. There's something wrong with it." And we had not cut it down because we thought, well, it deserves a chance. It's kind of like us. It deserves a chance. We're going to let her go, right? And so he said, "That's your albino redwood tree." And I said, "Hallelujah." I thought, what if I had cut it down? Think what a metaphor that would be of our lives, It's weird, cut it down. Okay, I'm dead, But we didn't. And the thing is, he handed me this book. And the book was, it was a textbook, but he had it open to this page, and it told about albino redwood trees. And I started reading, and it said that these trees are very rare. They're 1 in 10 million. They're that rare. And on our property, right in our front yard, all that time. And it also said that the Native Americans that live in that area revere those trees as a sign of spiritual cleansing and renewal. Pretty cool.